everyone, it's Suzi here, and today we're playing AFK Journey. For today's video, I'm going to dive into a topic about resources. When do we use some of our most valued resources? But I'm not alone. Today I am joined by Zasis. Welcome, how are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. So, you've been playing for a while, right? What's your story with AFK Journey? What's your experience?
So I've been playing for like 7 months soon or 6 months. I can't remember when it launched even.
So since the
But I've been
global
playing,
launch?
yeah, basically. Uh,
Okay,
on well, it depends on how you mean with global launch, like the Western launch.
I guess.
Because the global launch is when Asia came in. So who
Oh,
knows? It's been so many different launches. So, but I've been playing for like half a year, a bit more. And I've been playing on like both spender accounts, a mid spender account, and free to play. And a lot of stuff I've been doing is guides for like Dream Realm and so on, and Primal Lords, and
okay,
some beginner guides as well.
cool. Yeah, that's one of those things that was kind of interesting to me. There's not a lot of it's not a lot of, I guess, recent beginner guides because everything is like you guys that have been here from the beginning, you already did those a long time ago. So I'm kind of coming in as a newbie doing beginner guides, which I guess it's good. It's good to have some fresher, newer ones that maybe are related like to some changes with updates. I don't know if anything is too dramatically different. Would you say that most beginner guides from like when you started are still relevant, or have they done a lot of updates that affect?
It depends on how you've done the guides, to be
Okay.
fair, because you've been focusing a lot on heroes, on how you should start out an account. That is looking a bit different now when we have so many new heroes like Mikola
True.
and heroes like that didn't exist in the beginning. So that is not as relevant, but some relevant is still about like how to use, like we're gonna talk about today, Omni acorns and stuff like that. If people have brought up that in the past, it's still a bit relevant, like how
Okay.
you should use them.
Yeah, we have acorns, and then so that's like your ranking up of your heroes. And then we have the essences that are all about those EX materials plus hero skills. And they can be kind of scarce, even though they seem like you get a lot at first, right? They're not quite as abundant as we might think.
Yeah, it's one of those easy mistakes you can do in the beginning of the game where you think you have more resources than you actually do, and you start to liking certain heroes and you start upgrading them, and then you're like, oh wait, this hero is really good as well, and now I don't have the resources to upgrade him. Come on, we all been there, and sometimes we like to click that upgraded button a bit too quickly.
Yeah, for sure. It's it's rough because I know the first place to start is to have a good wish list, right? That's kind of the
Yeah.
first step. Um so that's where I started, was making sure I had the must-haves. So, of course, that is a one copy of Rowan, right? A
Yeah.
one copy of Mikola, which I actually got a couple, and
Yeah.
Brutus.
Yes.
And then not I
Nara.
can't look, yes. I forgot her name already. Added to the mix. And then we have Cecia was on a lot of lists, but she is available from the shop. So I know Danger Grace suggested I put Carolina in there instead. So this is kind of my core here. What do you think? How's my wish list?
I think it's looking good. Like, you also have to consider like the recommendations for wishlist changes depending on where you are in the game. So preseason, you kind of need to go for
Yeah.
more heroes like you have done right now. And in the season, it changes a bit because then you need to focus more on heroes that's really strong in the season and so on, who has good charms.
Okay.
So it can change a bit depending on what stage you're in the game. Because some of these heroes you're going right now, like Coring and Merrily, are really good in Primal Lords in the preseason, for example. So you need them to perform well.
Okay, so knowing it's season 2 technically that's going around right now. Um, at what point for someone who's playing a new account like me, would you change any of your hero list? Would you, or would you just max these people out first and worry about the seasons after you've done that?
It kind of depends on how you're spending on your account, I would say.
Okay,
Like
that's
a
true.
free-to-play, you should probably just focus on getting the core heroes up, like some of the heroes we have right now. Like Lily May is really important, Aaron is really important. Getting that foreign to Mythic Plus at least, so you got the Chain ability and an
Hmm.
additional revive is really important. Like those are like 3 core heroes, like in
Okay.
Smokey. They're like core heroes that you just must have. So focusing on them is really good.
So just don't overly stress it. Unless you're a big spender, then that's another story.
If you're a big spender, it doesn't matter what you do. You can just
That's
fix the
true. You're
mistakes
just
by
gonna
spending
spend and make
more.
it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just gonna spend more.
yeah,
Good point. All right. So let's go to my account then. So I have been progressing pretty well. I did spend a little. I would say I'm a dolphin in most games. I'm not a whale, I'm definitely not a kraken. But every once in a while I might spend a little more here and there. But I'm trying to keep it casual. I think I did
yeah.
like $100. Not crazy,
Okay,
but not
yeah,
like a guppy. I'm not like a little pass and that's it. I did spend a little extra, which is part of my justification of taking her all the way to S plus. Um,
yeah,
for example, which at first I said this in my video I just posted before we started our collab that I I think that my decision to take her all the way to S plus instead of just doing more diamonds on everybody else is in part of resources that we're going to talk about because if I went all crazy and now I have 4 or 5 heroes that are ready for those acorns, I don't have enough acorns for those 4 or 5 heroes. I only have enough for 1 or 2. So, is there really like I felt like that was actually a good decision for me to push her because I knew I wasn't going to have the resources for a bunch of heroes to max out. So, I might as well max out one that's going to help me progress in AFK stages, which I feel seem to be the most important thing for me right now as a brand new account trying to push. And she's been amazing. Like, holy crap, she's amazing in AFK stages. So I don't have any regrets
yeah.
so far.
No, I believe you that you don't regret it. It's like she's been really good on the things I've seen online as well, and different content creators doing like AFK stages. So the only thing if someone is going in for a hero like Tassie, at the same time, it depends on your account and where you're at, because at the same time we had Sinbad in the rate ups,
Oh, yeah.
but if you waited
There we go.
longer and put him in the wish list, like this is more advanced. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this. To be fair, the only thing I was gonna talk about is that if your account is established and you want to pull for a hero like Tassie, then you can just wait for Sinbad to be out of the rate up banner and put him in your wish lists on the
Yeah,
A tiers, and you can still pull for him as well.
that's
So you're
true.
getting like double down kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with you that focusing on one hero like that is really good in the beginning. Like when it comes to the Wily faction, when they acorns, the things you need to focus on is, well, right now it's Tassie. Since she just coming to game. Then you have Aaron, and then you also have Lily May.
Lily May. I got
Like,
one copy finally of her. It took me forever. Oh my
oh,
god. So that's sad. She's only a one copy right now, unfortunately.
that's a bit painful. But I wouldn't spend any faction acorns or omni acorns on any other heroes right now in the Wild faction. If I were
Okay,
you,
just
I would
those.
only spend it on Aaron and Lily May
Okay,
to
yeah,
make
my
sure you have those
Aaron's
upgraded.
almost ready, I guess. He's almost mythic plus one more copy and he's there, so.
Oh, that's such a account change.
Yeah, really? I love him. He's great. Oh my goodness. And I think because he's almost mythic plus, and that's soon, hopefully, and Lily May is a bit far away, so I don't feel too bad about using faction acorns on him versus her because she's not close anyway yet, right? It might be a little while before I get her going.
Yeah, it might be a little while, but I would start saving up.
Okay.
I don't remember how many acorns you had right now in the Wilder, but you will also get
Not
more
much.
once you clear legend trials, and when you come into the season as well and start clearing the season legend trials, you get even more. But
Yeah, I'm only at
yeah,
94.
you're kind of low right now.
Because I just
But
maxed out Tassie, so.
yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense. It's the
yeah,
struggle of the beginning.
it
So
is. My first hero that I had many copies of, luckily, was someone really great, and that was Smokey and Mirky. So my Mauler resources are low, but for good reason. He was wonderful. So I don't feel like I regret that too bad, right?
No, that's not a mistake. You want to get that smoky up as soon as you can, because he's used in everything, let's be real,
Yeah.
and especially in the beginning. Like, if you don't have a smoky, I'm so sorry. Like, the preseason is just based around smoky, basically. And just like in the Primal Lords and all that stuff as well, it feels like you can do no damage without a smoky.
Let's start with acorns as the I guess instead of talking about individuals, let's go into the actual resource. So acorn. I have Marilee. I have 456 out of 200 acorns. Should I go ahead and put her up if she's my only light bearer that is ready? Is that a smart decision? To put her to
Yes,
Supreme?
I would do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's do it.
And for the simple reason that she is like one of the core heroes in the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Setting her up is not a mistake. Like, you're using those resources in a really good way because you're boosting the hero that is one of the primary DPS in the early game.
Okay. And I just unlocked another thing, like this unlocked, right? What did I unlock?
Yeah.
By doing that, was it this next one?
That's the exclusive weapon. So that's unlocked when you reach Mythic Plus. So when you upgrade the exclusive weapon, you get the abilities further down.
Okay. And then she's the same. So I have her able to go to I guess, yeah, Supreme as well, but I don't really use her as much. I was thinking I should probably save that for Thorin to make sure I have enough if I get 2 copies of him that he goes to Supreme before her. Is that smart?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good call. I would do the same. And I would probably start saving up your faction acorns for Carolina as well. I've seen you haven't been that lucky with her as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually can use 50. Oh yeah, let me do this. I'll do the 50. It's only 50 for the next one. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So she's legendary.
Because she's a game changer. Like Sylvina, sure, she can be really strong in PvP. She's really good in AFK stages as well. And she's good in battle drills as well when you get there.
Yeah.
So waiting and saving up those acorns for her. Because the Omni acorns as well is like so contested. Because you have so many good heroes in both Wilder and Maulers right now. So you don't want to go wasting them on like Greyborn heroes that's here.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You want to save them for the ones where you have more of the faction because you could just use faction heroes. They just fill faction heroes, right? That are faction acorns. There's no other reason for only using Omni, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because we have so many Maulers that's really good and you want to get up, you need those Omni acorns for the Maulers. And you also need them for Wilders now, basically. Because we have so many good Wilders as well.
There's so many
We have Lily May,
ones.
we have Aaron, we have Almost, we have Arden.
Yeah,
and then we have
my goodness.
There's so many good heroes in those 2 factions, so...
Okay, save it for them. That's fair.
We want to keep them saved up for them, basically.
That sounds good. I like that. So, you think it's... The Omni Acorns, save for the rare ones and be very picky still, like, don't just use it on your random S or A. I know some of the A tiers are really important though, but let's say, like, if I get her, would I go ahead and... She's so helpful. Would I go ahead and just do it because we know that we're going to need them? Or would I be smart and more patient and wait until it was someone else, like, that's S tier? Or, you know what I mean? Like, where do I draw that line, you think? Of, oh, like him. Oh, here's a perfect example. Right now, Odie I can take to Supreme, but it takes Omni Acorns.
Every day of the week I would do that upgrade.
Really? Even though he's only A tier and easy to pull?
Yes.
Okay, I'm doing it. Oh yeah, I have 610.
Yeah, he's one of the strongest primary DPS. Like,
he's always the top DPS. Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically, if you don't have anyone else, you use Odie. And even if you have someone else, you use Odie. So
it's
he's such a priority.
In every single boss fight I'm in, he's the top. He's the main one I'm using.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like, he's so good. So there is some exceptions to not upgrading the A tiers.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's Odie, it's Coco, it's, let's see. Those are at least the must you want to get. And
yeah, Coco. You're right. Those 2 are so...
as well. And depending
Okay.
on how much you high roll in light bearers, I guess you can, if you low roll, you could go in on the coring. But if you're starting to get those like Vala and Temesias up, you want to save
Oh,
those
yeah.
resources for them. You don't
Okay.
want to use the Omni Acorns.
Okay. All right, now back on Odie here. The next resource that I just, or I guess thing to upgrade with one of those resources is the skill ups. So they take the same resource as the EX weapons. So
Yes.
it's so easy to let these go. How do you have any kind of guidelines for using these for skill ups, when to or when not to, that you would overall suggest, or what are your thoughts there?
That's also one where it's very hard. In the beginning, you should like reserve them and actually hoard them, because you never know when you're gonna start high rolling another hero and you need those tidal essence, exclusive weapons or another hero abilities. Like, for example, maybe all of a sudden you start rolling a lot of Lily Mays, and
Yeah.
if you then spend your tidal essence on hero focus on other heroes, she won't be as useful if you could upgrade her. So
Okay.
saving and preserving your tidal essence and temporal essence is a good thing, because you never know when your next high roll is gonna be.
So I did do a few things already. So I'll show you what I did already. I took Smokey and Mirky to 10. I think that was the suggested place to stop from some of the guides I saw. And because he's so highly used, seemed like an okay decision. Is that okay, or do you think that will be regretful?
Uh, it's one of those things where if we check like tier list, they have like these random suggestions where you get like the most value out of a hero.
Yeah.
And some of them stop at +8 because the investment of temporal essence from
Oh,
9 to
that's
10
why.
so heavy. So you just get some stats from bringing them up to
Interesting.
+8 instead. But at of course at +10 you get that next level of the exclusive weapon.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a mistake. I don't think you're gonna regret it. It's actually pretty helpful to have Smoky stunning with the blue aroma once in a
Mhm.
while. It's helped me out pushing some AFK stages and so on. And
Okay.
in a couple of months, you won't remember that you did +10 him so early on anyways.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if it was another hero, it might have been a different question.
I did 5 on Tossie, but I stopped because I was worried. So I was like, wait, I don't want to just do it just because she's new and cool. Like I don't really, I didn't want to go too crazy there. So that's one that, I mean, I have her Supreme Plus. She's going to be a core of my account, but I haven't really
Yeah.
seen the opinions of people on her exclusive yet. I need to do a little more research there. But like you said, what if I get like Lily May or something? I don't know. It's like Tassie is so helpful for where I mean, for the AFK stages early on and all that. I feel like she's worth it alone. But do you know much about her exclusive yet? Is she someone that you would
No.
prioritize? No.
I haven't heard much about her yet because I haven't pulled her
Okay.
myself. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
one of those
Okay.
things where
Maybe.
I kind of do my research once I start getting the heroes
That's
myself.
me too.
Otherwise, I'm telling
Yeah,
people to go check out other content creators
that's
that has
fair.
built her and so on, because I don't
Okay.
want to sit here and haven't even tested them and just telling you like this is good, this is good. Then I
Okay.
rather have someone else bring you that opinion. But +5, I don't think that's gonna hurt you. It's a good thing since you focus so much on her right now. +5 is good. I
So
don't think you're gonna regret it.
maybe we just have to look at, like, okay, we're on Pridewind's website here. So this is the debate of like you said, like, okay, say like is Lily May, you think, the most needed character as currently in the game to have the highest level of exclusive?
No,
Like,
no
is she
doubt. Yeah,
okay?
no doubt.
So you want
She's
to make sure
used
you have the
in
resources for
everything.
her. Okay. So would you say that I shouldn't use any more unless I have enough saved to max a Lily May? Or not yet because I don't have that many copies of her anyway? Where do you...
Eh, that's another great question because it's so difficult to be like,
Save and then you never pull another one for the
yeah,
next 3
yeah,
months?
yeah, basically. it's one of those things, like, if you start high rolling her again or getting her more copies, then maybe start saving once you reach that, like, maybe mythic or
Okay.
getting close. Start saving when she has a mythic, so when she mythic plus, you can get a +10 straight away. Because that's another thing. When they are at mythic plus, you can only upgrade the exclusive weapon to +10. Then you need
Right.
that supreme for +15, and S plus is for 20 and above. So that's something you have to consider as well.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say you like start saving now and don't do anything with your
That's
account.
true, because I
Like you
could
still
literally
need to
just not
progress.
pull any, and yeah, I'd be like sitting there waiting and having the FOMO and playing Wait Shadow Legends instead of actually playing the game.
Yeah, basically. You could be
um,
just as unlucky as I was with Smokey. I need like 1 copy for like over a month.
so maybe
So
I invest in Odie, who is used so heavily right now, especially early on, and do you think that would be okay at this point for a newer
uh,
account because he's so valuable?
yeah, he's very, very valuable. So you wouldn't regret that. But
Okay.
I would just start with +10.
Okay. Because it gets so
It's one
expensive
of those,
afterward.
yeah, it's one of those things where you could get a lot of other heroes to +10 as well, instead of having just
Okay.
Smokey at +15. Even if he's really, really strong, you know what's stronger? Having a
Hmm.
strong team overall.
That's true. Okay, yeah, where do they put Smokey at only an 8 on their website. Oh.
Yeah,
So
it's one of those
I took him to
things where they
10.
don't. Yeah, it's fine. Like you won't regret it because you get
But I don't
that
need to take
done.
him to 15 or higher, probably. Do you agree with that? That Smokey doesn't need to go to the next levels, or?
No, no, no. 10 is fine.
Okay.
One of those.
Okay.
It's one of those things. Like if
Okay,
you
April
have a
tells
lot of
me.
resources in the future, you could get him up even higher.
Okay.
Like the investment isn't that great because the first. That's why they recommend him at +8. You get some additional stats and you upgrade his damage
Yeah,
with
I
like
didn't
2
look.
2%.
I was looking at a different reference sheet when I chose the 10, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is, and it's too late now. And
Yeah, you
no, it's
won't
good.
regret it. Like
Yeah,
it's fine.
he's
My
so
Smokey is +20, so I've done worse.
my Rainier I'll get another copy of soon. So they're a little bit quirky. You don't need as many dupes of them, right? So like, okay, I only need one more to get him to Legendary Plus, and then what? What is it for? Do you know for the Hypogean and
Yeah,
Celestials? What's next?
they don't use acorns at all.
Oh, so
So
it's just
they just
one or
use
two
other
copies.
heroes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's 2 copies.
So it'll be a little while before I can get.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so I wouldn't. Don't worry about him too soon.
Yeah, and also one thing to consider when you're going into like Pride Win and their exclusive weapon priority is that even if you see a hero with very high priority in this exclusive weapon, that doesn't mean you
Hmm.
should pull for that hero. It's just that if you go for that hero, the priority is very
Oh,
high.
I get you.
So this
That's
is not a
true. Good
wish list.
point. Yes, this is not like Arden is not the best hero in the game. They're not saying that. They're saying if you're going to use Arden, he does need his exclusive to be good, right?
Exactly.
Kinda. Yeah, okay.
Like,
All
for
right.
example, if you have the Arden and you also have like Temesia, like she's a bit further down,
Hmm.
her priority is only high, you should upgrade the Arden before Temesia, for example. So this is not a priority of wish list. Like it's
Yeah.
if you go the hero, it needs this investment to kind of work.
Okay.
It's also one of those things where they kind of changed design of heroes a bit as they have released more.
That's
Because
true.
we check the other ones, a lot of them is required or recommended to be like +15. We have like Orin, we have Marilee as well, I believe.
Let's see,
Yeah,
where is
+15
she? There she is. Yeah,
as well.
plus 15. Yeah.
So they also changed the design of the heroes a bit, so you get that really good upgrade at +10. So a lot of the newer heroes have +10 at their max, basically.
Okay.
As much as I've seen of Tassie, I believe she's really good even without the upgrades. So maybe that's why they stop at +10. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I could see myself plus 10ing Odie and tossing now if I have the resources. Do you think that's smart for my account for what you saw?
That's a really good question. You kind of got me
I'll have
stunned
to
here.
debate. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'll just see
Yeah.
how my resources
So,
go and if I start to have a bit saved or not.
yeah, it's like you could go plus 10 on Odie, but you also
Mhm.
need to save resources because you're only one copy away with Aaron.
Yeah. Okay.
So you wanted Aaron to be at least plus 5. Well, so you have to
Okay.
consider the tidal essence there.
How
And
much?
since it's
Okay.
150 to upgrade to plus 5,
Oh yeah, let me pull. I think they
need
had all that up here,
150.
didn't they? Oh
Yeah,
no, they didn't. Some of it. Oh yeah, yeah. 150 to get to plus 5. Yep.
yeah. So before you go like plus 15 on Odie or something like that, I would get both Aaron
Yeah.
and Odie to plus 10.
It's deceiving because it looks like it's so little to start with. You're like, oh yeah, I'll just throw 5 in it real quick, and you're like, oh shit, they're gone.
Yeah. So that's why I said
Okay.
that earlier. Like, you kind of want to
Yeah.
wait with OD to
I
just be plus
see.
10. Because if you want to get in plus 15, you can get 2.5 heroes up to plus 10 as
Yeah,
well.
I wouldn't take to 15 now. I think the most I would do is OD to 10, like you said. So let's see how much. I mean, oh god, I don't even want to know how the other resources. Oh yeah, I have 76. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing too much with that yet.
I mean, you can at least get the OD to plus 10. So
Yeah. Oh man, that's rough.
it's really hard. In the
Okay.
beginning, it's really hard. And yeah, the income on temporal essence is a bit low. But
And then there's this whole Twilight one. Oh my goodness. So is there anyone that I guess oh yeah, there's a couple plus 20s. Like Lily May would be the person to use this on first for sure. Like just save it for her if you're starting to get close anyway. It's hard to come
yeah,
by, isn't it? I mean, at least they added it into like the annoying clash fronts, so the content might not be the
eh,
funnest and best, but at least we get some of that, right?
yeah. But it's one of those things, like, you will have so much Twilight essence because you're limited by temporal essence.
Oh. Oh, weird. So there's a
So,
bottleneck in the middle, so it's not well balanced.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's why you have so many packs that offers temporal essence
Because they
in both
know.
Trolley and pop-up. Yeah, because they know. Like, I have on my account right now, like 850 Twilight essence. So they're just waiting for a hero to plus 20.
Ugh,
But I
that's
can't go there
sad.
because yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of what they want you to spend money on, basically.
Okay. You can tell what they're trying to push. That's interesting. All right. Yeah, I don't, so that's one thing that I'm very sad about in this game, that the packs, the spending doesn't seem to be the best value. Like I like the passes. That was cool. They're okay, but everything else, like everything just like it's bad. I don't know. Like these
Yeah.
are okay. I got the growth bundle which
Yeah,
made me
that's
feel
great value.
yeah, and then but all like I think I accidentally did a 10 pull on the Sinbad banner and got nothing. So I bought
Oh.
myself a 10 pull to make up for my oops. But hey, I got some temporal essence along the way. So I was like,
Yeah,
it's
that's great.
fine. That was me. I spent to correct my oops, but it still doesn't see
Yeah.
it. I can see right here, this one. This sold out. But I don't know, like,
Yeah.
is there anything here that you think is good value overall? Or not really? In any of the packs, like as someone who has spent.
It's one of those things. I would probably never go into the permanent bundle, but it also kind of depends on how your bank account is looking, I guess.
Yeah.
But we have like the limited stuff. Like, sure, some of them can be value depending on what you're after, but
It's almost
man,
like
it's so hard.
it's hard because you want to get the heroes because that's the fun and exciting thing, but it's also then you got to have the resources to actually level those heroes up. So it might be smarter to actually get the packs that are more related to essence or something than it would be to actually get the summons, technically, if there was good value.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true, because you can kind of fall into a spending trap where you
Yeah.
get a lot of, like, for example, stellar crystals,
Mm-hmm.
and then you spend a lot on stellar crystals, and then you don't have the temporal essence or tidal essence or even twilight essence to upgrade those heroes, and then you kind of need
Yeah.
to And then you get this need, or you feel like, oh no, I need to spend even more to get them up so I can use them further. And all of a sudden you spent like 1k. It's very dangerous. So what I would recommend is the most valuable stuff is for sure like the gazettes, so the monthlies. Both of them are really great. Like that's a lot of summons. You just get straight up and can advance your account, and it's not that much. Like 5 and 15 bucks. It's 20 bucks a month.
Yeah.
Like it depends on how you want to play the game. Like I don't recommend you spending it if you have other spendings you need to do in real life and you don't have like a proper savings. Like
I
this
really
needs to be said
these.
because
I went with these over the gazettes, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resources
really good
here as well. Yeah, and I felt like this was a fun way to actually get the rate up specifically, which seemed really expensive to buy otherwise anyway.
And then you have like the growth bundles. I would get growth bundles over the gazettes even.
Okay, yeah, I did that already. Okay.
Yeah. Because you get so many resources, and the season ones you get 15k diamonds and 110 epic invite letters.
Oh, there's a season 1 too that's a growth bundle? It's just different? Oh, okay, when the new season starts and you have to do your levels from, is it from 240 again, right?
Yeah, they in the first season they reset it, so you started back at 1, but now they made you continue. So that's good. It doesn't feel like you need to start over.
Is it progressing AFK stages but in the season? Or what is the growth bundle? Okay.
Yeah. So you have like stages, just like in the normal growth bundle in the pre-season, you have stages you need to reach, and once you reach them, you get either 10 epic invite letters or 1,500 diamonds.
Okay.
They are great value.
Yeah, I might save for that over this, because I already did buy the passes, and I don't want to go too crazy. I might end up waiting because I'm 20 days away, and our story technically is done, but I'm a few days behind, but I don't mind. I'm like, I had 20 days to do it, and I ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, I'm just gonna do a small recommendation. If you have little time to play, just jump into those AFK stages. Like, it's more important than pushing the story in the beginning. Sure, you will get some experience and maybe invite letters and so on if you story and getting all the chests, but stay ahead of those AFK stages, because that's where you get all the XP and essence so you can upgrade your level. So that's way more important than the story.
The multi-team thing confused the hell out of me at first. It's like it counts the same. Whether you do multi-team or a battle, you still go up a level, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah. So they basically combine in a way, so you go. And the same thing exists in the season as well later on.
Okay. Hey, that's a good thing. Just got another level. We're getting there.
Looking at your account wanna makes me start a new one again, but I'm already running like 3 accounts, so I'm too busy.
It's fun. Yeah, I played the game for 1 week on my other YouTube channel, my secondary one, I guess, and I loved it. Within like 10 minutes, I was like, I love this. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this.
Yeah, it's so addicting.
And I ended up making a new channel for it. So yeah, this is a brand new channel starting from nothing. Not monetized, got like 200 subscribers, but hey, we'll get there.
Hey, you're already at 200? Man, that's quick. Congrats.
My views are doing okay. I'm having some stuff hit over 1,000, so that's good to see. Like, I'm doing okay for a baby channel, I think. It's doing good. I'm getting really nice comments, honestly.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. I had kind of the opposite experience in the beginning. Oh, no. They were like, hey, why are you doing this?
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, people like calling you a noob or like judging.
Yeah, some judging, but that's fine. It's something you have to deal with. And it's all good. Like, I enjoy those comments as well a bit. It makes me humble.
It's true.
Like, seeing others realize I made a mistake is a good thing. It keeps me very humble.
The internet can be cruel, that's for sure. There's a difference though. Sometimes people gotta remember, like, you can be nice about things. Like, do you have to be so mean? It's
Yeah.
been hard because, like, for me, my face, like, I have Bell's palsy right now. My eye and my mouth are not working properly. So for the longest time, I didn't show my face, and then I did slowly, but I had an eye patch because my eye was sensitive. And I figured, I'm like, you know
Oh.
what? Who cares? Like, I'm just going to show my face because any asshole that makes a mean comment about my medical condition, I'm just going to hide them from my channel because I don't want them there anyway, right?
Yeah. Exactly. You can just thin the herd, so to speak.
Yeah. Like, you know what? It's okay. If anyone really is rude enough to make that kind of a comment, I'm just cleansing. It's fine.
Yeah.
So it's hard because now I'm in this kind of position where it's getting better. Like, I don't know. Did you know about my face thing, or like, I don't know. I don't know if
I mean,
you
no,
noticed.
I didn't
Or...
know. Well, I noticed, but it's not like I'm like, oh, it stands
What's wrong
out.
with
I'm
your
just like,
face?
oh. No, I wouldn't go like that. I go with the personality and nothing else. Like, I don't care how people look and so on. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I have a degree in social behavior, so
Oh,
I accept people from all over the place, and I know everyone has their different experience and so on, and I don't care. Like, I only care about the person you are. The rest doesn't matter.
yeah. It's hard when our face is our job. At least mine. I've always had my face on. So when I took it away for a while for my other channels, like, I did lose a lot of subscribers actually because I wasn't posting as consistently. And I also
Oh,
have the reality of being female. Some people will follow me just for that reason, you know, or some people won't follow me for that reason. It's a weird male-dominated industry as well with the gaming, so it's
yeah, it can be
interesting.
rough,
Yeah, but
but you're doing good.
thank you. Yeah, the community's been really nice so far. I'm really happy to see that with AFK Journey. It's not always the case. Some of them are brutal, but this has been a very friendly community, and I appreciate you were one of the first people that commented, just like reaching out. So thank you.
Yeah, I just saw you popping up, and I'm like, oh, I remember how it was being new. So I just wanted to make you feel welcome, and like you said, this community is actually amazing. Like, sure, we rage at the developers, but not at each other.
And honestly, the game is really great, and it does seem like the devs do try and listen, at least for some things. I'm happy to see the changes already so far, and the way that they talk to the player base seems better than a lot that I've been a part of. So I feel optimistic.
Yeah, I'm really optimistic as well. And it's just one of those things where everyone who plays this game likes it so much. So everything that's out of place and doesn't feel fair, they just like rages on and on and on. Like, you get so upset, like, I love this game, come on.
That's it. It's like when people are passionately upset about something, it's because they care. If they didn't care, they
Yeah.
wouldn't be upset. They would just say whatever and they just quit or whatever. But it's when they are vocal, it's because they care, and I hope devs realize that. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, exactly. They've been listening really well lately, so
Yeah, it seems like and the meetup thing was cool too. That was cool. Okay, I guess we shall wrap up. I like to have a little bit of the casual chat though too, and especially first time when someone comes on the channel. So if you guys are still watching, thanks for hanging out with us.
yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, anything else you want to add,
No,
Zace, or do you think we covered everything pretty well? What do you think?
I think we covered everything, and if they have any questions, I think they actually should go into Pridewin or join the Analytica Discord, because they're really
Yeah.
helpful. And don't worry, like, going there, post and ask questions if you don't know. Like, comment down below. Once this video comes out, I will be in the comments as well and looking and
Okay.
trying to help you guys.
All right, cool. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions about the stuff we talked about today, ask away.
Yeah, questions are always welcome.
Yeah, it's important, and it's good interaction. We need that. All right, I think I'm still gonna be debating a couple things, but you definitely helped me a lot, so thank you.
You're welcome, and thanks for having me. It's been a great experience just chatting with you.
All right, well, I'm sure I'll be on your channel at some point. We'll have another side to the collab in the future.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I will just go to the creative ideas or creative board or whatever and try
It's
and
all
find
good.
something we can work
No
on.
pressure, no pressure. No pressure at all. All right, guys. Well, if you're still here, like I said, thank you for watching and hanging out with us. And stay tuned for more. I am going to try to do more collabs. So if there's you guys, well, if you guys have favorite content creators that you want me to collab with, let me know and I will try to make that happen. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video.